I care about what the person's like. I mean, you don't want to be with someone who's an absolute... What's up everybody, how you doing? It is Courtney, welcome back to my channel. It's very nice to have you here. Now today I am doing a sexuality test. I've got the quiz here. We're going to do it, we're going to find out how bisexual I am. I may be the most bisexual person of the bisexuals ever, riding the bicycle, looking through binoculars, seeing other bisexuals because I am the bisexual king. Or I could just fall in love with pineapples. We don't know. We'll do the quiz, we'll find out. It'll be interesting. Now, just before we get into this video, you guys can follow me on any of my social media. If you're having troubles with your sexuality, please do not hesitate to message me. I try and chat to everybody about it. I try to help as many people as I can. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It will be in the description below. It will also be on the screen. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, if you want to donate a little bit of money, you don't have to. No obligations, you can find my link to Patreon in there as well. I've got some people donating, you guys are very awesome. It's paid for my trip to go to Norway to go and collab with my friend, the Weird Norwegian, which is absolutely amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing, and everyone else here is amazing as well. You're all amazing people. Now let's get into the video! Now how this is going to go, so I'm going to read out the question, it will appear on the screen. I'm going to give you the answers. You guys can do this along with me if you want. I'll put it in the description below. Feel free, in fact pause the video, put it on right now. We can do this together. We could be mind blown together if we all like pineapples. And anyway, let's get into this and start off with the first question. It says, in the past, which sex have you been attracted to the most? And the 5 answers are, I tend to go for personality more than gender, the same sex, as of yet I haven't been sexually attracted to anyone, both sexes, the opposite sex. Now for me, it's gotta be both sexes. I'm attracted to both sexes. You know, it's just the way I am, you know, that's the way I was born. So moving on to question number 2. Which sex do you find more physically attractive? So the responses to this are the same sex. None. I find both equally attractive. The opposite sex. Or finally, I find both attractive but personality matters more to me. Now as a person, as a human being who cares about other people, I'm just gonna put this up a little bit higher, there we go. I personally have a great intent in finding someone who has a great personality. I mean, it's important to me because I like to have a conversation. I'm a very talkative person. I need to have someone who can bounce off me and respond to me equally in equal measure. So I'm gonna have to go for, I find both attractive, but personality matters more to me. Now we have you ever dated someone the same sex as you? That came really abruptly, sorry, that sounded like I need to say more. The answers to this are once or twice, yes many times, no I haven't, nope a few times. Okay, so I made a video about this. I talked about my first boyfriend. It was a very emotional video for me to make. It was very scary because I never really told anybody about it, and you guys accepted it so amazingly, and I can't appreciate the support. I can appreciate the support. I appreciate the support more than anything. That was the wording I was going for. So I'm going to have to say yes, once or twice. Now moving on to question number 4, and this is, do you find the opposite sex attractive? I am talking too fast for me to even get the words out. So we have 5 answers. To some extent, no, but then I don't really find anyone attractive. It depends on his or her personality. Yes, not so much. And I do find both genders attractive, or multiple genders. I find both sexes attractive. We'll keep the sexes in this because it's just going to have boys and girls for this test. And that says, I would go with it depends on his or her personality, because I am attracted, but I care about what the person's like. I mean, you don't want to be with someone who's an absolute dick. So let's move on to question number 5. And that is, do you find the same sex attractive? Well, yes. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. It depends on their personality, not so much. Yes, very much. Yes, to some extent. No, but I really don't find anyone attractive. Well, again, it's about the personality. For me, it's about the personality. And that's about it. Like, I get that, like, I get where it's trying to aim this. It's trying to aim at pansexuals, but I feel like it's a bit different, because if you try and like bring pansexuality and bisexuality down to just purely, oh, you just want someone for their physical looks and you want someone because of an emotional connection, that can't really just be defined by pansexuality and bisexuality, because you're basically saying bisexuals are just shallow, where pansexuals are deeply emotional. Kind of flawed view. I would believe. But we'll see what the test says at the end. On to question number 6. Do you dream of kissing or having sex with the opposite sex or the same sex? My dreams are for my dreams, but yes, once or twice. Maybe more. Maybe that's where it all started. How does it know when I was a little girl? Anyway. Oh, sorry, I meant to give you the answers. Neither, same, it depends, both, opposite. So, sex or the same sex? Both, yeah, it's going to be both for me. Who was your first love? Now, you guys you guys have watched the video. You know that my first love was a boy. It was a very emotional time, ended very sadly. But that's what we're going to go with for the answer. So, we've got 5 answers there. I have had a crush on both sexes. I haven't fallen in love. I have to get to know someone before I fall in love with him or her. Someone of the opposite sex, someone of the same sex. So it was someone of the same sex. So that's what we're going for. Have you ever been in a solid relationship? Yes, with both sexes. Yes, with someone of the same sex. Yes, but I had to get to know my boyfriend or girlfriend first. No. Yes, with someone of the opposite sex. Well, like, I feel like everybody who gets into a relationship has to get to know their partner first. No one just goes, be my boyfriend, I've only known you for 5 minutes. Be my girlfriend, I've only known you for 30 seconds. Like, that just doesn't happen. You get to know the person because you need to know that you are compatible. So I put yes with someone of the same sex, yes with both sexes. Yes, with both sexes. I've had relationships with both sexes. What is your opinion on homosexuality? I think it's absolutely disgusting. Oh, spit on them. Joking. Before anybody gets outraged, I'm joking. I'm perfectly cool with it. It's not me, because I'm bisexual. I like to defer that. I like to point that out that it's not the same thing, but it is the same thing. It's kind of a blend of the thing. So anyway, let's get our responses. So I accept it fully. I can't stand it. I can't tolerate it. It's not my thing, but I accept it. I think I'm homosexual, but I accept it fully. The only response I can give is I accept it fully. You know, like, it's awesome. Be who you want to be, people. Moving on to question 10, and it is, finally, what do you think your sexuality is? Asexual, bisexual, heterosexual, pansexual, homosexual. And I wholeheartedly believe that I am of the bisexual persuasion. So we're going to get our results now, and let's see how bisexual the guru of this channel is. My sexuality, so I am... Your profile is in the 50% region, which is good. What is your sexuality? For 60% of you are bisexual. This means that you are attracted to both sexes. The sexuality is very broad. You can love whomever you want. In reality, both boys and girls. It's also fairly accepted as you're both straight and gay. 29% of 1,092,166 quiz participants had this profile. That's cool. So there's a million other people who believe that they are bisexual as well. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. If you're already taking a test, you are awesome. You're so awesome for being bisexual. Few of the results is you could get this result for 30% you are pansexual, for 10% you are homosexual, for 0% you are heterosexual, for 0% you are asexual. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see what they had to say about pansexuality, because I was kind of like thinking that it was going to make me pansexual just because, you know, I like to have someone who has a personality and not a cardboard box. You are pansexual. This means you are more attracted to the personality of the person and will fall in love with them regardless of their sex. This sexuality is particularly interesting because it doesn't conform to the set of rules of whether you can only love the opposite or the same sex. You just love whom you want. Okay. But I feel like that isn't actually like the full development of pansexuality, because I feel like pansexuality is one of those sexualities where you start to think about, you know, people who have transitioned from one gender to another. It's also when you start to think about people who feel like they are boys or girls, but they still physically resemble something else. I say something else because I don't want to offend people, because I know a lot of people identify as different things, but I feel like pansexuality is a lot more broader stroke and what you are accepting to find physically attractive or mentally attractive, where bisexuality just kind of conforms to the two genders of man and woman, where obviously pansexuality conforms to the multiple genders. So that's how I would define it anyway, but you guys give me your opinion in the comments below. Tell me what you think. What did you get as your result? Put it down there below. Are you all bisexual? Are you gay? Are you asexual? Are you heterosexual? It's cool to be heterosexual as well. I mean, we gotta give up to the heterosexuals. They are hetero, you know. There's a lot of them. Give them some praise as well. But yeah, I'm bisexual, guys. The test proves it. Unanimous. I agree. Anyway, if you guys liked that video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, tell me in the comments below. If you give it a share as well, maybe we can get some more people involved in these sort of tests and we can find out what people around you believe that they are. Anyway, I'm going to say love, peace, chicken grease. Thank you for watching. You've been awesome and I'll see you next time.